How's it, everyone? My name is James Preston and I have the privilege of heading up SA Crypto along with Mark Forrest, another developer and pretty famous blogger in the South African blogosphere. Sean Ritson, the founder of SA Crypto, originally from Durbs, now has started something else in the blockchain space, but I'll leave that up to him to chat to you about if you ever want to ask him. But Sean Ritson and the co-founder Nick Allen handed over the reins of SA Crypto to myself and Mark Forrest late last year in December, and between the four of us we've been strategizing and really talking about how we move forward with SA Crypto. We all have our own day jobs. I run a media and marketing agency. I'm just making this video from my office. And we all have other stuff that we're focused on and trying to build as well. And obviously we'd love to do this on a more full-time basis, a more committed basis. We'd love for SA Crypto to become a full-time thing for a lot of the team. But at the same time, it's not about trying to make money in the crypto space right now. It's really not. We want to do this credibly, we want to do it reputably. And we want to be very careful. Plus, we're also passionate about the work that we're doing. So it's about finding the balance between being credible, between being reputable, and of course balancing our current commitments with this incredible community that we have going at SA Crypto. So yeah, this video is really just about stepping things up a notch. It's about taking SA Crypto to the next level. And we spent some time strategizing. We've been working a lot behind the scenes, thinking about what are we doing here, where are we going. So I just want to share with you the vision. It's to become the market leaders in providing credible crypto asset information in South Africa. I believe already, without any marketing, we're sitting on 1,000 users across the various platforms. Telegram by far currently our biggest user base, which has just seen remarkable growth, sitting on over 1,000 users. I think we're about 1,049 users at the moment. It's just awesome. And so without any marketing, we're already there. So can you imagine what we could do if we went a step further? So we really want to be the market leaders in South Africa. I know there's a lot of other people doing stuff in the space in South Africa, and we want to work with those guys. We're not out to try and take market share. We want to work together to provide a safe place in the crypto community in South Africa and the world. Even eventually, we want to become worldwide leaders in providing credible crypto asset news and information. So we're going to be moving our website over to a more news magazine-based website, and I'll get into the roadmap and what the plans are. But so we don't intend to be. We're not naive enough to think that we can be the market leaders in the world. I don't think it's impossible, but at the same time, there are incredible leaders already. 21 Cryptos magazine, Cointelegraph, CoinDesk, etc., etc. So we don't want to try and take away what they've already built as well. I know already in South Africa there's a couple as well, and like I say, we want to partner. I believe we can be the market leaders in South Africa, but you know what, that's the vision. Whether we become the market leaders or just one of the market leaders, that's what it's all about. So we want to become the market leaders though in providing credible crypto asset information in South Africa. Why crypto asset, not cryptocurrency? Well, that's because not all tokens that are tradable are currencies. Technically, they are really just tokens of another platform which we use to raise funds for the project, etc., etc. So they are assets, not so much currencies. And you know, I won't get into all that kind of stuff around blockchain technology and what have you. That's not what this video is all about. So as I said, we've been working pretty intensely behind the scenes, strategizing the way forward, and we got some key dates coming up. So the first thing is, coming up in April, we want to relaunch the SA Crypto brand with a new logo and a new website. That first slide was a little taste of what's coming in terms of the logo and the rebranding. Then we want to host our first official SA Crypto event in Durbs in May. This is way behind schedule. We should have done this ages ago, and it's really just been a case of we're all so busy and we'll get to it, and before you know it, it's already the end of 2017. Then the market crashes, and then you're so busy in other stuff So we are way behind, and we're committing to having our first official SA Crypto event in May, which is going to be a cracker. We've got amazing speakers lined up for that. We want to launch our VIP trading signals and on-demand advice group around about late May. We want to really focus this VIP group to really provide valuable information that can help you navigate your way through trading on the various exchanges around the world. I mean, how awesome is that today? Binance just announced that they are going to be based in Malta. I think they're moving from Hong Kong to Malta. That's incredible. So just a side note there, what's happening in the exchange space alone is awesome. Then we want to host our first in-depth technical analysis and breakout trading one-day trading academy in June. I've been chatting with Eddie. I had a great meeting with Eddie. Everyone knows Crypto Eddie. I had a great meeting with him a couple of weeks ago, and he really is excited. He also just wants to get behind this vision of providing credible information and providing knowledge and training people. So we're hoping to tap into his knowledge for that in-depth trading academy. And then we want to host our first official SA Crypto event in Gauteng and then Cape Town as well, probably late June, mid to late June. All of these are conservative estimates. Hopefully we can bring them earlier, but we'd rather under-promise and over-deliver than obviously over-promise and under-deliver. Then this is the big one, guys. This is primarily why we're coming to you. We want to launch Africa's first blockchain-focused print magazine. We want to do that in June. By the 1st of June, have it ready to go to print. Why a magazine? We'll talk about that later, but this is big, and I really see an opportunity here in the space for this. And then we want to roll out more events around the country. I mean, one of our Telegram admins is sitting in Nelspruit. How awesome is that? We want to have events around the country. I'm sure there's many of you in PE, East London, Richards Bay, Pretoria. There's tons of you guys all over, and I know even around the world. What's up to all our Singapore, UK users and all those that have been chatting to us. Seychelles, I think we've had some on WhatsApp as well. Just awesome. So we want to roll out events around the country as well. Okay, so here's the pitch, guys. We've thought about doing an ICO, but the reality is an ICO would only be to raise money. If we did one, it would only be to raise money and then maybe distribute shares, the shares would be on the blockchain. But we didn't really want to do that because it would only be to raise money. We don't have a use case for our project right now. We don't have a use case for the token. It would only be to raise money, and then we'd be lumped with all the other scam ICOs. We don't want to scam people. We're not here to scam people. So we thought a lot about doing it, and we decided against it. We've also thought about approaching investors. We have approached some investors, and we've done a lot of talking, and eventually we decided to pull back and keep it within just the four of us, Nick Allen, Sean Ritson, myself, and Mark Forrest, because we'd rather make the decisions ourselves, remain autonomous, and not have to worry about the expectations of our investors too much. So we decided to come to you guys, our amazing community. We've spoken to a lot of you, and a lot of you say to us, hey, you know what, you guys have provided so much value, how can we give back? Well, this is your chance. So we're looking to raise 3 Bitcoin. To some people that's a lot, I understand that. I personally don't have 3 Bitcoin just to fork out. I'm definitely contributing to this, but I understand 3 Bitcoin is a lot to a lot of people. But if we all pitch in, I believe we can raise this. In some ways it's modest. I believe 3 Bitcoin isn't a hell of a lot in the grand scheme of things. If you look at how much some ICOs raise, I mean, even on the WhatsApp group, people were talking about ICOs. There are companies that will run an ICO for you for 40 Bitcoin. Really? Anyway, won't go down that road. Stick to the video content here, James. So what are we going to do with that 3 Bitcoin? Well, we're going to hire a full-time admin who can oversee all the admin of what we want to do. We want to hire a sales rep and a graphic designer. Okay, why do we need a sales rep and a graphic designer? Well, this is primarily for the print magazine. The sales rep would, utilizing our network amongst a lot of people that we have in our network, we've got a lot of high-profile business leaders that we can connect with. And that sales rep would sell advertising space in Africa's first crypto magazine. We're going to call it SA Crypto. It's a monthly magazine possibly becoming a fortnightly if it takes off and we are able to fund it accordingly and have a full-time focused team on it. A monthly is almost too little, or rather too spaced apart, because obviously this space happens so fast that information can be out of date. But trying to bring out a print magazine every fortnight is quite a stretch. So we're going to start with a monthly, and hopefully we can grow to fortnightly eventually. We'll see how that goes. So using our experience, we believe we can build a sustainable business model off the 3 Bitcoin raised, and hopefully we can provide even more free value to you guys, our beloved community. We want to grow this community to become the leaders, as I've spoken about. And then of course you guys can say that you contributed right at the very beginning. Once we become world leaders, you guys can say that I was there right at the beginning. So whether we raise the 3 Bitcoin or not, we're still going to move forward with most of the roadmap, but the magazine is where most of the funding is going to go. We want to be in print. Here's why we want to be in print. Because research is actually showing that people still read print magazines, especially in niche markets. And obviously there will be a digital version, but we've got to remember that there's already a number of digital magazines on the market globally. We want to differentiate. That's one of the reasons why we want to go print. There are not a hell of a lot, and from what we've seen, I think I've seen maybe one, if ever, I think I've only seen one print magazine in the world in crypto. So for us to really establish something quality, we could really become market leaders in this space by having a quality print magazine. And then obviously, if we can get into the national chain stores, it establishes our credibility even more. So we're in talks with some magazine distributors to get us into the chain stores. We would have a subscription-based model delivered to your door, etc. But we also want to be in the chain stores. That would establish our credibility even more. So we've already got a number of skilled and knowledgeable contributors on board. I've got one from Cointelegraph, who are going to be writing exclusively for SA Crypto. So we've got content creators, we've got writers, we've got journalists. 2 are qualified, experienced, practicing journalists who, as I said, one is writing for Cointelegraph already. So we've got a team ready to go in terms of content creation and writing. So if you guys contribute, what do you get out of this? Well, first of all, everyone that contributes is going to get a branded certificate signed by the 4 execs via email, certifying yourself as an early contributor. Plus, you're going to get free access to the VIP trading signals and on-demand advice group for 1 month. So no matter what you contribute, even if it's 500 Satoshis, you will get a digital signed certificate and 1 month free access to our trading signals and on-demand group. Then, anyone who contributes 500,000 Satoshis or 0.005 Bitcoin, once off, that's only a once-off contribution or more, this is what you get. You guys get the first 2 editions of the SA Crypto magazine delivered free to your door. That's the print version, not the digital version I'm talking. The print version, you're going to get 2 free editions delivered to your door in month 1 and month 2. Obviously, that's subject to us raising the 3 Bitcoin and we roll out with the print magazine. You'll get a framed, branded, physical certificate signed by the execs. You'll get free entrance to our first events in a city of your choice. You'll get 50% off our first in-depth trading academy, and you're going to get free access to the VIP trading signals and on-demand advice group for 3 months. So it's a hell of a lot of value you're getting just by contributing 500,000 Satoshis. And that sounds a lot, so 0.005 Bitcoin. How's that? Or the equivalent in Ethereum. Now, trust me, this is not an easy video for me to make. It's not easy for us to do. I've been one of the execs of SA Crypto 8 or 10 months now. Almost a year. And we haven't made a video before. This is our first video. We did our first podcast with Luke not too long ago, and our first live stream. I've done a lot of writing on the group, and here I am making a video and I'm asking for money. Trust me, I hate it. It's a little awkward, I don't like it. But we all agree that this is the best way to keep our autonomy and grow towards our ambitions for SA Crypto. So we don't want to run another crowdfund again. We're hoping that this can be it. and once we've got our platform, we can roll out. So we hope not to run another crowdfund. We will obviously advertise our events, our VIP groups, but rather inconspicuously. We don't want to be loud about it. We don't want to be, I hope you guys get that heart from us. We're not here to try and rake in money. We're really not. We want to be careful. We want to be subtle. And we definitely don't want to take any content away from what is freely available. If anything, we want to provide more free content. We want to be able to provide quality information freely to whoever just wants to learn about crypto. And that goes for the trading group as well. The SA Crypto Telegram trading group, we want to keep going. We want to keep people like Rob. Obviously, Eddie, I know, is extremely busy, not saying that you're not, Rob, but a whole bunch of other people. So many of you guys have been incredible in terms of providing technical analysis, some suggestions, coin suggestions, etc. We want to keep that going and provide even more value as well. So, something interesting that you may enjoy: for the first 3 months, all accounting and our books are going to be made public. And I'm talking about the SA Crypto bank account, the magazine business that we are running. We are going to make all accounting and books public on a weekly basis. We'll release our books, giving you full transparency on what we're up to with your contributions. We're going to keep that for 3 months. Depending on how we go after those 3 months, we're going to make a decision about the future of keeping that model public. I'd like to. There's an app called Buffer. I'm not sure if any of you have heard of it, and they keep their books completely transparent and online, even right down to salaries of the execs and everything. So it's quite something. I really like that model. That's what blockchain's all about. It's about transparency. And so I want to be able to provide all our books completely transparency, so you guys can see what we're doing with your money that you put forward. So guys, if you buy into this vision and you want to partner with us, then here's the addresses, okay? So I'm not going to read those out right there, but that's the Bitcoin address, and this is the Ethereum address. These are public addresses. At the moment, there's only one person who has the private key that is being securely sorted out so that it is distributed to a few people, but obviously we want to be careful and secure. So these are the public addresses where we would like you to send your contributions to. And then if you want to be registered, if you want to contribute more than 500,000 Satoshis, 0.005 Bitcoin, and get all those benefits that go with it, or if you want to get the free certificate, etc., and the 1 month VIP trading group, then email your transaction ID, your name, your surname, to mark.forrest@sacrypto.co.za. Okay, so it's marc.forrest@sacrypto.co.za. And then what we'll do is we'll be able to create a spreadsheet, see who's contributed, and make sure that you get your certificate posted to you, your print magazines delivered to you, you get into all the events, you get into the trading groups, etc., etc. So please, we'd really like you guys to consider this. We've got 1,000 users across our platforms. To raise our 3 Bitcoin, all we need is for everyone to chip in 300,000 Satoshis. 0.003 Bitcoin, that's certainly doable for myself. I'm going to be contributing more than that, so if you can afford that, then we'd really like for you to think about it. Some of you might be able to afford more, some of you might be able to afford less. Please think about contributing whatever you can towards this vision. And we hope you guys can buy into it and trust that we genuinely want to build something remarkable. After all, Steve Jobs said that people with passion can change the world for the better, and we're seeing that across the blockchain space. People that are passionate about this are the ones that are truly building something great, not the ones that are after the money. We're not after the money. That's why we're not asking for 50 Bitcoin, 10 Bitcoin, 100. We're asking for 3. That's all we're asking for, because we want to build something incredible. We want to build something great. And we've got a passion about this. We've got a passion for this. And so to echo Steve Jobs' words, we really do want to change the world for the better. We believe blockchain is the future of the world, let alone finance. Blockchain is the future of the flippant world. Everything can be put on the blockchain, and we want to be the leaders. We want to be the place where people go to for information, for news, and we want to help people navigate through this space. So please think about it. Hope you guys can partner with us in this vision. If you have any questions, we're all public on WhatsApp, on Telegram, on email as well. James.preston@sacrypto.co is my email address. Mark.forrest sacrypto.co is Mark's email address. And we'd love to hear from you. Guys, thanks so much. Thank you for what you've done in contributing to SA Crypto so far. And we really hope to see you at one of our events in the coming months. And we really hope to see your name on a contribution list in our first print magazine in June. Cheers.